Hey everyone. Hi. Sorry, today's a mess. Happy to be here, but it's just been a crazy kooky day and just checking my live streams here before we get going and just say hi. I have an announcement. This shouldn't take too long, but just wanted to kind of say hi to everybody. And again, thank you for the support on Saturday. We had a really great time. I mean, the main thing is that we enjoy ourselves, right? Uh, and we certainly did. We have we've got a 2 and 2, so we had a good time. We shared some information. We enjoyed ourselves. We had a good time. I don't know. I hope everybody learned something. That's the main thing, that it's not boring for you. And we had some pretty fabulous wins and winners. And so all those letters are out. So if you did win, just make sure you got that email from me. I would have CC'd you. If you didn't get it, check it. And if not, I'll send it again. Just give me a shout out. Just want to welcome Hellraiser Scat. Hey, Big Ed, how are those rims? I hope they're looking good. Retro, Chris. Hammer down, 93. Thank you. Rob B. Baker. Big Dipper. I'm still getting used to. I gotta know your name. Big Dipper, tell me your first name again. I forget. I know it's on the tip of my tongue, but anyways, just thank you for being here. We're probably going to try to share this, reshare this vital data, vital information. It's just basically a statement in response to a uh, a piece of information that came out on the internet yesterday. If you haven't heard yet, the EPA is kind of going after the methylene chloride that we use which is a basic component of how we restore our rims and strip paint off of used things so that we can uh, restore people's stuff. And as a custom coder, you should be extremely concerned, but it's not like pitchforks and torches just yet. I just wanted to give you and reassure you so that you can kind of stay ahead of the news. I know there's been some reports out there already from some other custom coders talking about this, but I want to let you know that I got an official message from Benco, as they do support our show, and I wanted to kind of just get it from the horse's mouth rather than just be all conjecture and stuff like that. But let me just show you immediately what this statement is, and I'll try to pop this. Basically, you can just Google it. It's the Biden-Harris administration finalizes ban on methylene chloride. It's just basically they're making a move. Okay. This is not an outright start tomorrow ban or anything like that. It's just like they're making a move to slow down the uses and make sure that people are safe in the workplace. So it comes from a good place. But, reading official statements like this can get really convoluted. All they are saying is that they want to make sure that when they do issue the final ruling, that there are methods for reporting and that there are safety measures in place uh, to using this chemical. Primarily, what it is saying is that, uh, it's just basically saying that it can cause cancer if you don't use it properly, and that um, they want to lower the allowable workplace exposure levels. So this is just where they're talking about. At the same time, part of what's driven this is that there was a group, or I don't know if you know this, but like in the 80s and 90s, it was kind of like hey, get into business really cheaply. Like, let me teach you how to detail my car. Or, uh, how about your, let me teach you how to vinyl coat put vinyls on a coat or wrap a car or something like that. It's like one of those, they got a bunch of people into restoring bathtubs. And I did have a conversation with um, Valerie uh, Lennon, who is the COO of Benco Sales, B17. And I said, "Is it this?" And she said, "Yes, it's this." Basically, there was a bunch of bathtub restorer people that got sick, got cancer, died, whatever. And it's because they were working within an enclosed, tight enclosed space. So, as you know, if you are a current user of this chemical and you need to have the space, and it's 100% right, you do need to have a space big enough to either have some overhead ventilation or be outdoors or whatever, because if you don't wear the proper PPE or you don't rinse it properly, you can run into trouble more than just burning your skin or something like that. So it is a strong move, but it's not that it's basically been because of the overexposure that largely workers engaged in bathtub refinishing. So it says right here, bathtub refinishing, also says other paint stripping, even in some cases while fully trained and equipped. So they're basically saying people weren't following the rules. But to continue on, they do now list some, they're still saying that they're going to have other, in terms of this workplace protection program, they're still going to decide on the unreasonable risk or the current uses that can continue after this mandate is in place, right? So they're saying that people in the refrigerant chemicals still need to use these chemicals. Uh, Production of battery separators for electric vehicles, those people will still have to use this chemical. Processing aid in closed systems. So, I don't know how far they're going to get, but that's what they're trying to determine is use in laboratories, plastic and rubber manufacturing, including polycarbonate production and solvent welding. So I just want to let you know that we're monitoring it, and that also I wanted to just kind of list out a bunch of points from Benco, not just stating what they're working on regarding this current breaking news, but how they're going to personally respond to it. You don't have to go out and hurry up and buy it all out. They're going to continue to have it. It's going to probably take about a year for all of this to kind of come down. And in the meantime, the chemical companies are coming together, and they are going to be submitting a lawsuit against this uh, federal mandate or EPA regulation that they're putting out. So, so they should know. Benco should know more about their announcement, about the EPA announcement, that they should have some more information by Friday. If not, it'll be coming soon. Please know that Benco is going to keep you informed and continuously about the EPA and the Biden administration and what they're doing regarding this announcement. And also, initial information that we've received looks like to have some time before the ruling's implementation. So we've got about a year to 18 months. In fact, it actually says that right here in this lower part here. It says most workplaces will have 18 months after the finalization of the risk management rule to comply with the program, and would be required to periodically monitor their workplace to ensure workers are not being exposed to levels of methylene chloride that would lead to unreasonable risk. So I'm sure there is going to be a lot to determine in the next year to 18 months. But I just, wanted, I didn't want, I wanted to get out ahead of the news, or because there was some posts yesterday and it was kind of putting people in a panic. And I just kind of wanted to say something so that it kind of could bring some reality right from the horse's mouth. This is Benco Sales. They are in charge of B17, which they sell to many, many coders who are our listeners of the show too. So uh, yeah, thanks, Rich, for saying that. We're just trying to get out ahead of the news. Um, and I'll get to some of the comments here and stuff. But yeah, Valerie is actually on right now. I know, Valerie, I know methylene chloride, I know it does, but it says in this thing, so I had to read it because that's what the news, this is straight from the EPA. So I had to kind of just say something to give people a premise of what it is. But the bottom line was, it was a bunch of bathtub restorers that were using this chemical in an enclosed space and probably did not have proper ventilation and caused a lot of problems for them. So uh, the initial, I think I explained the initial information is it's going to take about a year for this to kind of come to figuring out what's going to happen. But as far as Benco is concerned, they are going to be fighting this ruling. They're getting together with a few other chemical companies, large ones, and they're going to kind of counter this EPA ruling, or announcement rather. So we hope to have some news shortly about that, and what their countering is on the lawsuit. At this time, Valerie and Benco, we cherish their relationships with you guys and our customers, and they are going to fight as hard as they can to keep the valuable tool available for all of you. So that said, I did put an order in, but that's just because I was out. Had nothing to do with timing, but I did just put my order in yesterday. And it's just because we were finally out after a large order that we had going for a while. And, we switched to the B17E earlier last year. So we're very happy with that. It might be something that if you do you use this chemical a lot and you're kind of at that point where you're over it and you want to, uh, you know, get into a different way of stripping your paint off of your rims or whatever your restoration projects are, perhaps you might want to start thinking about that. It took us a little while to get the tank, but that's because we're far out. But Valerie is kind of like or Benco is like a one-stop shop. They can build the tank for you, they can ship it to you, they provide all the chemical. And I'll tell you, I know Ross was not happy that I bought it. It was a lot, it was some money, but we did get it on financing. So thank you very much, Benco, for allowing us to buy large equipment through you with some financing. And he wasn't happy about that. But then, he'd been stripping for so long. And then one day he just had it. And he finally just decided, okay, we're going to get this thing set up. We're going to start trying it out. And you know what? He prefers it now over the small tank, the overpacked drum that we have. So he actually found out that I reordered just a small quantity to have as backup. We carry things in like the 5 gallons. We buy the 5-gallon containers from them. And he's actually prefers the E-strip tank over the overpacked drum with the B17 now. So, if you're on that kind of borderline fencing, you might want to just make the jump into going into, and I'm just saying Benco because Benco supports the show, but there are other companies out there that can provide the same chemical. So I'm not zeroing in on anybody or picking on anybody. I just want everybody to be aware of the news, and I hope I've delivered enough of it to you to know, that Benco is going to continue to manage the expectations for you as customers in providing B17 until we have further information from the EPA. So it's urgent news, but it's not alarming five bell fire. Let's let them work it out in the courts, and let's let them figure out what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it can all work out, because they're already stating there's six purposes right now that they really can't manage. They're going to have to continue to do something. They can't just eliminate this chemical out altogether. So who uses it, how much they use, when they use it, those are some of the things that are just going to have to be worked out with the lawyers. So like I said, I hope Friday to have some more news. We might even pop on Valerie for a bit just to say hi. We're going to do a recorded in the news with Kim and Jim show where we take 5 hot topic uh, news articles and discuss them. And I am definitely going to be bringing this up on that show, but I just wanted to present a live to you for just a few minutes to kind of just cool everybody's jets and kind of just meet the rubber with the road kind of thing, and just get that some more information out without everybody going all hysterical and stuff. So I hope you've enjoyed this live. Let's see, I'll take some questions. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. um Kier, yes, Big Dipper, thank you, Kier. And people, yes, they didn't adhere. Safe practices, ventilation is key, definitely. So I think I've covered all those. If anybody has any more questions, I'm about to order 1,000 gallons. I can't wait. I can't be without it. I hear you, Chris, from Retro. It's so true. And please share this recording with everybody you know. Um, yeah, Benko is the best, and we are certainly happy that that Benko is open enough to talk to us about this stuff instead of just not being shut down about it. I reached out to Valerie yesterday and I said, what's going on? And within a few minutes, it was just all my curiosities were confirmed about what this was and everything like that. So this really wasn't a surprise. They kind of had been managing what they knew this EPA thing was going to come out. It's just that it came out yesterday. So I know it kind of swirled around in everybody's posts and lives and whatnots. So I just wanted to give you like the deal from someone that is in the chemical industry and is providing you the information that you need to be secure in your business. So yes, thank you, Valerie. Benco Sales, I'm going to continue to fight hard. Yes, I stand behind Benco. And you know what, that is something that I didn't talk about, but I just want to let you know that now's the time. I don't want to say now's the time, but like, let's just say maybe next week they file a lawsuit. Maybe it's time that we write a letter to our congressman or our, you know, um, the House or the Senate, and just explain to them how important this is to our businesses. And the thing is that, custom coders, we all know we're not that big in this industry, but we know that when we get together, and this is why we're doing the lives every now and then with the 6 coders and stuff, and talking about deep dives, is because when we get together as a group, we can move mountains. So this is, again, one of those things where our businesses might be under attack. Our businesses might be, you know, might need some changing in the future, and we want to be able to control that change if it is going to be. So we'll be getting back to you soon. Hopefully we'll get out some email campaign to where we can just make it super easy to copy and paste and mail to your uh, congressmen and representatives and stuff, to let them be aware that, we understand that there was a group of people doing this and they may not have been doing it properly. But that doesn't mean the rest of us have to suffer, because we all have these things in our business that we need to use. And chemicals are a good thing. They're not always a bad thing. So, uh, anyways, I just want to say thanks for joining me today. And we'll be presenting you some more information and probably managing, continuously putting out the same information, because there's just so many people all over the place everywhere. And I try to get you all on the lives on Instagram and live streaming and Facebook and stuff. So yeah. I don't think there's any comments in the studio, but there is a lot on Facebook, Instagram. So, oh, hi, Mario. Yeah. So, thanks for joining us. And I don't know what else. Does anybody have any questions? I don't know. I'll answer some questions if anybody has questions, but I think that was pretty much it. So, just to let you know, Benco is working on it. Valerie's going to work hard to fight this, along with a lot of other chemical companies. And this was just from a bunch of guys that were doing bathtub stripping and refinishing bathtubs. I can't remember how many times I've been called for that same service. And I just said, no, I wouldn't do it because it's just too much and stuff. But it's just one of those businesses that just wasn't regulated, or, people didn't monitor those people working on those things, and they used this chemical, and it harmed them. So, uh, yeah. Oh, thank you. I hope she does. Um, yeah, we're here. Come by. When you do come by, we give you a t-shirt and a hat. So come on by and say hi. Um, or just text me and let me know what her name is or when she's coming by, and I'll be sure I'm around. Sometimes I go to the bank or go get lunch or whatever. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing good today. I've been slightly overwhelmed ever since Monday, but I'm getting through it. I'm weeding through the weeds, so to speak. It just seemed like I had it all like on the phone, on the computer, on the everything. I don't know about you guys, but it was just all over the place. So, um, anyways, I just wanted to get out there, say hi. Oh my God, look at my hair. I'm a mess. It's just summer's coming. It's getting hot. Anyways, enjoy your day, guys. I'm gonna head off, and I hope you guys have had a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.